Hello there, channel members, friends, and followers. This is Q8 Pilot, your host for tonight's show. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Explain 12. And today, based on popular request from the channel members, friends, and followers, we are flying the updated MD-11 Freighter Edition in the Alitalia cargo livery. And we're going to be doing it so from Malpensa, Milan, Malpensa to Rome International Airport. Our flight time today is approximately 1 hour, and the aircraft has been recently updated to support the explained official release. The MD-11 is arguably one of the best simulations of an MD-11 for flight simulation. It is very complex with depth in terms of system simulation. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing the aircraft, we're going to be prepping the aircraft from its cold and dark state and go through all the phases of flight during the course of our live stream. But first, let me welcome Arafati Hussein. Welcome aboard, my friend. We have Martin Novak, Badger. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. David. Hello, David. Welcome aboard. We have also today Margus with us. Welcome aboard. Niels. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we have Stavis20 from Twitch. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we have Stan with us today. Welcome aboard, Stan. Glad to have you with us in this live stream. And thank you very much for your continued support. Ropage, Iran, Gongor, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Ropage, welcome. Tango, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. We have with us also Megabyte Gaming. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Just got Mango Studio engine sounds. Wow, they are amazing. Unfortunately, there are some issues with that pack. Some sounds, the warning sounds disappear with that pack. So I decided not to use it in this live stream. We have also Renz, welcome aboard. We have Holler Pilot and Gulf Coast Tim. Hello, my friend, welcome aboard. We have also Theo, welcome aboard. DB Vetter, welcome. Cesar Omar, welcome aboard. Hello, guys, and welcome to this live stream. All right, so what we're going to be doing today, folks, is the first thing first, we're going to hop into the cockpit. And as you can see, the guys at Rotate has made some changes to the cockpit, and it actually looks a lot better in terms of the texturing. Now, Rand Cooley is here. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here as usual. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it very much, Rand. Thank you very much. And by the way, you were all sorted for the event, so you'll be contacted soon. So the guys at Rotate have done a good job, with the panel work and all the texturing. I do like what they've done. We still have the aliasing problem in Explain 12, which I hope will be fixed soon. But overall, a very nice aircraft in terms of its 3D modeling. And of course, this is a cargo variant of the MD-11, so it doesn't really have much in terms of a cabin, but it does have the cargo area, which we're going to take a look at. Again, here, the cargo area is modeled. Again, there isn't really much to see here, but let's hop back into the cockpit and get things started. Hardy, hello, my friend. Thank you for using the MD-11 on Explain 12. Really excited to see you take us on the plane today. Well, I'm equally excited, and we have with us Carl Childers. Hello, my friend. He is on the Twitch channel today. Welcome aboard, Twitch. Welcome aboard to the Twitch channel, Carl, and thank you very much again for your support throughout. You and Rand have been instrumental to the success of the channel. So thank you very much both, and thank you to all the other moderators, all the channel members for your continued support. All right, so here's what we're going to do, folks. We are going to bring up the MD-11 menu, and from this menu we get to connect to the ground power and the load manager, all that good stuff. And we're also going to bring up AviTab, and we're going to locate it right here, and let's go and find out what are the load and balance and all that good stuff. All right, we're going to go, let's see here, output, and operational flight plan. And our plan is this one here. All right, perfect. So we are going to go straight to the load and balance. Let's see here. Is it here? It's right there. Perfect. So we have all our information here. Everything is in pounds today, by the way, just if you're wondering. Ivan, hello, my friend. Would you say X-Plane 12 is now relatively stable? And would you recommend I upgrade? Absolutely. It's very, very stable. I haven't had any issues with it. DK Records beat of EDM. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Aerosoft Milano. Jafar, we're flying all default scenery today. To get the links or the more information about the scenery, just type !scenery, and you'll get both airports. We're flying we're flying from and to default airports in X-Plane today. So we're going to go to the first of all, we're going to go to the load ground operations. We're going to request the ground power unit. Next, we're going to go to the load manager. We're going to take a note of our payload, which is 90.2. That's 90,200. And enter. Block fuel today for the flight is 38,000 pounds of fuel. You can tell this aircraft is not very fuel efficient. Taxi fuel is 2,000. And the trip fuel we can get from the first page. So if we go here, let's see here. Trip fuel is 16,890. So 16,900. So 16,900. That's not right. 16,900. There we go. All right. Now, there's a problem with this aircraft. So apply load and configuration. I will tell you what that problem is as soon as we are in the... Howdy. Hello there, Isa Sharma. Welcome aboard, my friend. The problem is to do with the CG. If you change it there in the... Now, this is okay. But if you change it in the FMC, then it gives you all sorts of problems and all sorts of warnings about the CG not matching and low pressure fuel and all that. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong or there is indeed an error that needs to be fixed. Anyway, we are through with the loader for now, and we're through with the plan for now. So let's go ahead and start the aircraft. We're going to head over to the overhead panel, and they've done a fairly good job in simulating what actually happens in the real aircraft. And this aircraft has taken a very long time from Rotate to actually get it to work. And on release, it had a lot of problems. And I honestly struggled. I know Flight Deck to Sim and Captain Canada both struggled as well when it was initially released. But today is a chance for us to really test this aircraft and see how it really works. It seems most people are on YouTube. Steve's 20 from Twitch. Yeah, most people are from YouTube. That's because, I've been on YouTube for almost the past 8 years, and I just recently started, streaming, multi-streaming to Twitch. All right, so the first thing first, we are going to turn on the battery, and I want you to take notice of the beautiful sounds, FMOD sounds, emergency power, armed. And now we can turn on external power. And with external power on, we can turn on the APU, but first we're going to perform the engine APU fire test, which checks OK. All right, let's go ahead and start the APU. It's going to take a little bit of time for the APU to start, so what we're going to do is we are going to continue with the cockpit preparation. We're going to come here, everything here is good. We're going to, the defog will turn on, and then we'll test all the lights. All right, everything tests okay. Fuel used reset, and we're going to come down here, and we're going to turn on the seat belt and non-smoking signs and arm the emergency lights. Next, we're going to come over here and set the ADIRS to nav mode. And we'll wait for the cargo fire test to complete. And this happens automatically once you have both of these nav buttons set. And now we can turn on the auxiliary nav as well. And now we'll wait for the alignment. everything is pretty much set here on the overhead panel, and now we can go down to the FMC. We're going to cancel the master caution, and we're going to come down here to the FMC. Perfect. So far, so good. Yeah, let's come here and go to the FMC, flight plan initialization, and everything with a box here means it's required. So let me zoom in so you guys can see and follow along. We are flying today from Lima, India, Mike, Charlie, to Lima, India, Romeo, Foxtrot, and the alternate is Lima, India, Romeo, November. The flight number today is Alitalia Cargo 2563. And the cruise altitude is 290. The temperature wind that we can leave, and let's bring up our friendly Avitab and get our cost index for the flight, which is 169. 169 is now set, and we're going to go ahead and do initialize IRS. All right, perfect. First one is done, and now here's the thing. You see the zero fuel center of gravity is noting 27.4, and if I click that and make it match whatever is in the tablet, it will not work, unfortunately. Boy, if you boo, hey, can you fly to Inat sure, in Norway. We'll do that for sure. All right, so we're going to click on the block fuel, and we're going to click, sorry, not this one, but on the gross weight. And I'm going to leave this because the minute you click on this, it's going to create all sorts of issues. So we're just going to leave this alone for the flight. Otherwise, you know, it'll get all sorts of warnings here. So next page, everything here is good. All right, let's go to the flight plan. And today we are, let's go to the next page. And as you can see, now this Langen or the Langen 6 India is unfortunately not available for some reason it's not available in the FMC. I'm not sure why. I've upgraded to the latest version, but somehow it doesn't appear. So we're going to go to the SID, and as you can see, it's not there. So we're going to select runway 35 right for our departure, and we're going to say insert. Excuse me, that's going to give us a discontinuity, but that's okay. And then we are going to go to login. So I'm going to enter login here, and now we can see it here on the display. From login, we're going to click on login, select the airway, and we're going to go from Lima 50, Lima 50 to Echo Lima Bravo, Echo Lima Bravo. And then we're going to take Lima 146, Lima 146 to exit at LCAP. LCAP. All right, perfect. And then it's our start into Rome International, runway 16 left. All right, let's go insert. Excellent. And then we're going to go to hey, Matthew, welcome aboard. Matthew Johannesson, welcome aboard, my friend. How many times have you done this procedure? You're doing it so fast. I don't know, but I'm quite familiar with this aircraft. So, all right, so LCAP with LIRF. So we're going to select LIRF, and we're going to go to the star, and it's the Alca 3 Bravo. Star, and we are going to be performing an ILS runway 16 left. So we're going to select this one here with no transition, and we're going to say insert. We're going to check for discontinuities, make sure there are none, and looks like there's one there, so we're going to clear that. And then it looks like this is the IFL, that's the final fix, looks like, and then this is the runway 16 left. Perfect. All right. The initial approach altitude at Rome is 2,500 feet, but we have a few restrictions on our way. This is the first one here. We need to be above 6. It's a little different in the MD-11. You see it with the plus sign. So we need to be above there with a few restrictions on speed as well. Did you get the raid stuff fixed? Yes, Carl, the raid is done, and so if he should be able to do the raid now. So it is working now. I've set up the I've changed the settings so that it works. Antonio, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard from Madrid. Hello, my friend. Welcome. If you select the SID and page right arrow below the menu button, I was lucky enough to accumulate 70 plus hours on the Luffy Cargo MD-11 flight deck jump seat. Great aircraft. Wow, you're very lucky. You are definitely very lucky. Did you fill in the second flight page from the MD-11 panel? No, I have not. Alright, so we have everything set up here, and we are now going to go to... while we do this, I believe the APU must have been started now. So we're going to just go and make a quick visit to the overhead panel, and we're going to turn on APU power and turn on the APU. Perfect. Now that we have the APU, we can turn off the external power. Right, external power off, and we'll dismiss it later. And now is a good time to do the hydraulics test. Another problem I've noticed is when you click, it doesn't illuminate. I'm not sure if that's true to the aircraft or there's something wrong. Some of these work, some of them don't, but we can get the display here so we can see the hydraulics. We're going to move up to the overhead panel and click the hydraulic test there. And we are good there. Let's cancel master caution. And hydraulic pressure test is now in progress. In a minute, you'll start seeing things happening here, and it will test the hydraulic and give it all the pressure and the readings. Let's uncage the display here. Right, that's done. All right, perfect. And now we can head back over to the FMC once more to set it up. All right, so we're going to go to the performance now. We're just going to check here. Next page. Next page. All right, everything looks good to me here. We're going to go to the takeoff page. Flex temperature is 56, and the flaps 15 today for departure. Right, stab 4.5. You can see now it's actually performing the test. You can see here 3,000 pressure, and it will continue with the pressure test until it takes a little bit of time to complete the test. You can see here now, you can see the readings again. It's almost 3,000. All right, so we're going to go for the weather now. So let me just go very quickly down here. I think I missed it. Let's see. All right, so here we go. So that is the weather information. So we have verbose weather. So I'm just going to put 0 and 0 right here, and the outside temperature is 7 Celsius, and you need C7, and that now we have all the V speeds, 124, 1 V rotate, and V2 is 150. So we're going to change this to 150. 150 knots is set, and we're going to change this to 29,000 feet. 29,000 is set, and we're going to note the altimeter QNH is 1022. So let's go ahead and change that. We need it in HP 1013, and 1022 is the 1022 is now set. And let's see, let's set it here as well. 1022 on both the first officer and captain sides. Hydraulic test looks like still in progress, but everything else is good. Stab trim 4.5, we'll worry about that once we have the engine started. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are pretty much ready to start our engines. Everything is pretty good. All right, perfect. Says you still don't allow raids. I can work with you off stream if you want. Do not want to distract you from your stream. Carl, so I have allowed the raids, but then it says that, you know, there are certain criteria that that the channel is rating is it needs to meet. So maybe I need to uncheck those to allow all kinds of raids. I just didn't know how. Osama Mohammed, welcome aboard, my friend. We'll worry about it after the stream. Thank you, Carl, for letting me know. I'm still, working my way through on Twitch. So yeah. All right. So all is looking good here. We are going to set this page on the flight plan. Actually, you know what? Let's keep it here because we're going to need this page. But we'll leave this on performance climb. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are good to start our engines and taxi to runway 35. I really like the texture work that they've done on the aircraft, although it is still a little bit dark, if you ask me. But overall, yeah, I'm very happy with what RotateSim has done in this version. By the way, you can test this as well, and you'll see that it actually moves. So all is good here. All right, so we're going to turn on the beacon lights. We're going to head over here to the overhead panel. Beacon light is turned on, and everything else is ready. We are good to start our engines. We're going to go and select engine ignition A, and I love the automation. When you click everything, it turns on the isolation valves, and it will turn on the pumps for you as well. All right, we're going to start with the following engine sequence. We'll start with engine 3, followed by engine 1, and finally with engine 2. All right. Stand, hello my friend. Welcome Scott. Hello my friend. Andy, welcome aboard my friend. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Thank you for your support. And we have GFS66X. Hello my friend from Twitch. Welcome aboard my friend. Glad to have you. All right, we are going to start engine number 3. Here we go. Engine number 3 is now starting. You can see the fuel flow, and at about 15% of N2, we will introduce fuel. Right, fuel is currently off, and we'll wait for 15%. 15%, and there we go. Fuel is coming on. I really like the sounds. And now you can see that the fuel is... let's go to the other side. There we go. Very nice texturing on the aircraft wing. Just really you can feel how old this aircraft is. It's got that look without a doubt. And just look at the wing. Look at how beautiful this wing is. Yeah. All right, back in the cockpit. We have a good start on engine number 3. Let's go and start engine number 1. Engine number 1 is spooling. Bill Barrett, hello my friend, welcome aboard. We have also Alex. Hello Alex, welcome aboard my friend. Glad to have you with us. 1 CAG, oh man, so nice. Wish you had this in MSFS. Yeah. All right, and 15% fuel is coming on. Excellent. Now, once we depart runway 35 right, we are going to make a right turn to intercept the flight path. Right engine is coming up now. There we go. Look at the details there on the landing gear, and the curvature of the wing is so spot on. It's just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. All right, we have a good start on the engine number 3, and now we're going to start engine number 2. There we go. Engine number 2 now starting. In the 90s, I let on the similar DC-10. I love the DC-10. It's a beautiful aircraft. Ferdinand Froster. Hello, my friend from Thailand. Welcome aboard. Are you going to review the E175? Without a doubt. You betcha. All right, we have a fuel. All right, so now fuel is flowing to engine number 3. And at this point, we are going to come here and click on config. And we're going to set our trim. You see this here. So we need this to be at 4.5. And to do this, we're just going to click here. And 4.5 is now set, so the trim is set, and now we're going to set our flaps to 15. You can see the slats and the flaps. Just beautiful, beautiful sight. The wing of the MD-11 is just special, really special, and I love the texture work very, very detailed texture work there, which makes it very immersive and very high fidelity representation of the MD-11. All right, we're going to cancel the master caution. So far, so good. Everything is working as it should. And now we have all 3 engines running. External power. All right, so we're going to come back to the MD-11 aircraft menu. We're going to go to ground operations. We're going to dismiss the ground power, dismiss the chocks, close that, and seatbelt. All right, so the obviously the APU needs to be turned off now. So we're going to come here and turn off the APU, and we're going to come here and stop the APU. So now the APU, the aircraft is completely running on the engine power. All right, perfect. Now I do have the my landing lights on the honeycomb yoke. On the honeycomb yoke, and I can't do this alone, so it will bring it back. So what we're going to need to do is we are going to have to turn them on all in one go. So, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay. We're just going to make sure this is on 15. All right, perfect. We're going to arm the speed brakes there. Excellent. And we are now ready to taxi to the runway. All right. We're going to set to this to 347. 347. Right, 347, which is the runway heading, 346. And we have everything here set. Excellent. And APU power, that should actually go away. And, all right. So, parking brake is released. And once you see this green bar here, it means you are good to go. So let's go ahead and give it some power. And here we go. We are rolling down the taxiway now and heading to runway 35 for departure. Salzar, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Thank you very much for being here, and let's welcome Armor87, who's just joined us here on the Kuwait Pilot channel. Become a subscriber. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you very much for your support. Just look at how beautiful this aircraft is, guys. Again, I think X-Plane 12 after the last beta is starting to look very, very good. And by the way, this airport is completely default. So there is nothing, I'm not using any enhancements or anything like that. So all default stuff. What version is the latest? Visalis Maximus from Twitch is asking. The latest version is 12.01 Beta 1. Yeah, they are very, very interesting aircraft, being from the classical, very classical aircraft, the MD-11 and the 747-200 Classic by Felis. Excellent, excellent aircraft, both of them. Right, here we go. And by the way, that's runway 35 right there. So we are looking good. And you know what? We can bring the lights, but let's wait a little while. And yeah, we're heading now. The clouds are starting to look really good as well in this version. I do like what I see. And yeah, for default airport, looks fantastic. It's a bit difficult to steer this aircraft on the ground, and from what I know about the MD-11 is that it's actually the the ground handling of the aircraft is very different from other aircraft, so just look at it. Just look at this beast. It is indeed a beast of an aircraft.
Solo 998, ground 21705,
All right, let's go ahead and turn on our strobes. If we come here, so the high intensity light is actually the strobe. We don't need the logo lights. So all is good here. And we are ready to go. I always get carried away with the views there. All right. Right, runway 35 right. We are cleared for takeoff, ladies and gentlemen. And this actually looks very nice. X-Plane 12 is starting to look fantastic. All right, we are good to go. We're going to click on auto flight once, and we are ready. Let's go. You'll notice that the bleeds have automatically been turned off for takeoff. Airspeed alive. 80 knots, check. V1, rotate.
998 with Zulu and ground 11705.
Positive rate of climb, gear is going up.
Good morning, 5353,
Oh yeah. Now that is pretty cool, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and make the turn. Right. We're going to go to begin retracting our flaps. This is truly a beautiful sight, beautiful departure. Right. Let's watch our pitch there. Too much of a bank. All right. What you can do now is we can go to flaps up. We're going to click on FMS speed, nav, profile, and auto flight once more. And now the aircraft autopilot has taken over. All right, we're looking good. 250 is the maximum allowed speed, below 10,000 feet. We're approaching 10,000 feet, so we're going to turn off the landing lights. Actually, we had them, so yeah, we had to. All right, so that's okay. We're going to go ahead and turn off the non-smoking and fasten seatbelt signs as well. And I think it's probably a good idea to turn on the things get really dark once you are airborne. So we're going to bring up the lights here so you guys can see the instrumentation. And there we go. That is on as well. Yeah, I think that's much better. so you guys can see. Yeah, things are a bit dark in X-Plane 12 again, and I hope that is something that is that will be fixed with time. And Mr. Mendez, hello, my friend. Oh, Matt Franson just super chatted 100 SEK. Thank you so much, sir, for your support and your generosity. Thank you very much. I truly, truly appreciate it. Very kind of you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Did you update X-Plane 12? Yeah, to the latest. It's the beta 1, right? Yeah. So I use X-Plane 11 as my main for now. It said could not complete it fully. I don't know why. You just have to try it again, probably. Pilot 1423, welcome aboard, my friend. Just use the installer update. Yeah, that would be the right thing to do. All right, we are now climbing through 15,000 for 29,000 feet, which is our final cruise altitude today. And let me switch to the external view because I do want to show you guys the clouds. Now, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That looks very good, I must say. That the guys at Laminar have done a remarkable job after this beta to make things look a lot better. So I think in most situations now the clouds look very nice, they look very believable. The shaving, foam is no longer there. Those clouds look fantastic. They look very, very nice, and the color of the clouds looks very good as well. So yeah. Just look at how beautiful this aircraft is. And here's a flyby for you guys.
Yeah, connected 998 and 12805. Alpine 7923.
And we continue our climb. We're gonna increase the range a little bit. That's the top of climb right there. About 9,000 feet to go. And things are looking very, very good. So far, it had a lot of issues with the autopilot. The navigation system wasn't proper when this aircraft was first released. And I'm very pleased to say now that all the issues that I've encountered during the initial release have been resolved. There were, by the way, a lot of issues. But I think the aircraft now is in a state where it's very stable. It works exactly as it should, and it's quite enjoyable. And I'll tell you one more thing, that hand flying this aircraft is a real joy, and a real-world MD-11 pilot has actually attested to its flight model, at least in the X-Plane 11 days. And he said that it actually does fly like the real thing. So very once you get used to it, it does fly a little different from. So if you're accustomed to Airbus and Boeing, you'll have a little bit of difficulty with this aircraft, especially on approach, because it tends to be faster, a lot faster, and the handling. So that's altitude. That's the signaling that we're 1,000 from the final cruise altitude of 29,000 feet, and you'll see the aircraft now leveling off at the final cruise altitude. My PC struggles a bit with MSFS. Its performance in X-Plane 12 better? That depends on the settings, really. It depends on how you set up the sim. But a Microsoft Flight Simulator is more demanding, of course. All right, guys, we just leveled off at 29,000 feet, which is our final cruise altitude. And now we can see also here that this has changed to cruise. And by the way, all of these buttons are simulated. So if you go to the status. You have your status page, and as you can see now, kind of like Airbus. So all your, if there are any faults, you'll see them here. Obviously, there are none. The ND, so the third display is not available. Engine, so this is the engine display, the hydraulics display, and you can see the pressure in all three engines. Electrical display is fully modeled. The air display is again fully modeled. Fuel, fully modeled. Then you've got your config. This is where we configured our stamp trim. Miscellaneous, there's nothing there, obviously. And we're going to put this back on status now. And we are good. Yeah. Everything's looking in tip-top shape so far. And our cargo is hopefully will be delivered in time to Rome. Have they fixed weather engine? It sucks badly. A couple of weeks ago, no match with the real-life METARs. Actually, it is very accurate weather as far as I'm concerned. And I'll tell you, the X-Plane 12 gets the data from every time I look. Actually, if you look at most METARs and then you look at the weather in X-Plane, a lot of people have been complaining that they don't match. And if you pay attention to the METAR, it's actually 1 hour old. And if you look at X-Plane, the weather is in real time. And they use multiple sources to interpolate the data, the weather data, into the sim. So my recommendation is that it depends on which METAR you are looking at. Go to a reliable site that gives you instant METAR, not a METAR that's 1 hour old, and then compare that to X-Plane weather. And I bet you that you're going to see that X-Plane weather is very realistic and very real time. That would be my my recommendation. Demon Trader, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. I wish they would fix the GPWS test stutter. Otherwise, a beautiful aircraft. It is a beautiful aircraft. I would have to agree that it's done very well. I feel it still needs a little bit of work on the load manager, but other than that, just sensational aircraft. Really, gotta love that overhead panel. All right, so we're gonna switch here to plan. If we go to our flight plan, and we're gonna we actually, to remove this disco, you can do that. You can just go to direct and select login and click here again, and now you'll clear the discontinuity here, and you'll see it on your display here. This is login where we are heading right now. It's looking good. Yeah, definitely should be loaded. Yeah, it is a very expensive aircraft, and but I'll tell you what, if you want a high fidelity MD-11 simulation, I highly recommend this aircraft. Though the price is pretty high, if you like the MD-11, you will definitely enjoy this aircraft a lot. I think they've done a reasonable job on this aircraft, but it is expensive. It's not one of the the cheap aircraft. It's an expensive add-on for sure. Your speed brake are still armed. You are correct. Thanks for that. Right, that's done. Thank you very much, Demon Trader. Mug King, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Thank you for your support and for being here this evening. All right, let's do a few external views. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is an external view of this beautiful aircraft at cruise level. We're cruising at 29,000 feet, and it actually looks very nice. Even the mesh and the terrain below, I think, looks reasonable. we look at the light scattering in X-Plane 12, looks very, very nice as well. So here are the upcoming streams on the channel. I am going to be streaming the Zibo. It seems like it's in pretty good shape. And so we're going to be streaming the Zibo for a flight from Muscat International to Dubai International. We are also going to be doing a stream on Microsoft Flight Simulator, which has been requested by a lot of you guys, which is a flight from Algeria and a flight from Tunisia. So I actually figured that there is a real-world Tunisian Air or Tunisia Air flight from Algeria to Tunisia, and the approach into Tunisia is rather beautiful. So so we are going to do that stream as well. I am also going to be doing a review of the recently released helicopter for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I can't remember the name of the company, but I purchased it this morning and I fiddled around with it. I read some of the reviews from the respected sort of helicopter folks in the community, and quite frankly, there are a few things I don't agree with. So I thought that I'm going to make my own review because the aircraft isn't cheap, the helicopter isn't cheap. So I thought, no, I don't agree with this point or that point or that point. So there are 3-4 points I don't agree with, and so I decided I'm going to do my own review, and that is also coming, and I'm going to do that one live. And you guys know that I'm not very good with flying helicopters, so it should be good fun for you guys, a good spectacle. So yeah, so I'm going to do that live as well. We have Camp Von Altabar. Hello, my friend from Twitch. Welcome. Glad to have you here with us. And thank you for your support and being here on the channel this evening. Do your reverse thrust work okay? I had lots of trouble with mine in the Bravo throttles, and Rotate helped me fix a problem, which they're going to fix in the next version. I haven't had an issue per se with the thrust reversers, but I guess we can wait and see. Is your autopilot on? Yes, it is. So, all right. So let me explain just something for you in the MD-11. Right before takeoff, we hit auto flight. Okay. And once you hit auto flight, what it will do is we'll set the thrust, and you'll see takeoff appearing here, but it will not actually engage the autopilot. So the next time you click it is when you activate the autopilot. Now, when auto flight is actually autopilot, and the approach land is sort of like your approach button on the Boeing and the Airbus. Now you have to make sure that you select your profile, nav and FMS if you want to fly the FMS speed, or otherwise you can manually set it. So it is a little bit different from the Airbus and the Boeing. It has a little bit of both. Sometimes it appears to me as if it's a hybrid between both Boeing and Airbus. Now. There is actually, I think Boeing purchased this from McDonnell Douglas, or the other way around. I believe McDonnell Douglas sold it to Boeing. I'm not sure. If somebody knows, they can correct me, but one has sold it to the other, and that's they've made changes to the aircraft, obviously. But it has a lot of things that resembles an Airbus and some things that resemble a Boeing in the way you set it up. So, yeah, overall, very good aircraft, very stable now in this version. So I'm very happy to recommend it. It's not a cheap add-on, as you might have seen. Price is, I think, $84, something like that. And Flying Robin, how are you doing, my friend? Does the land gear lever have an off position? I don't think it does, no. Boeing purchased MD. Yeah, Jacob, thank you very much. The hardest autopilot is the Felis 742 takeoff. Is so hard to do it fluidly. I agree. I agree. It's very complex. Could you do a 747 flight from Dallas Fort Worth to Los Angeles? Very few channels do that flight. I'll tell you, if the flight time is reasonable, so if it's an hour to an hour and a half, then yeah, why not? I'll do it. But if it's more than that, then it becomes a little difficult for me to do it. So yeah, I think with this flight we've covered just about all the aircraft, all the high fidelity aircraft, and all the aircraft available today for X-Plane, all the airliners at least. And yeah, I'm looking forward to flying the Zibo next time. And of course the Phoenix A320 4-hour flight from Algeria to Tunisia. There are a few other requests I found on the Discord, and by the way guys, that's the best place to put your requests. And if I don't fly your route immediately, it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring you. It's just mean that I have other priorities and I'm prioritizing things. But eventually I'll get to it, especially if it if it complies with the very simple criteria that I put, which is an hour to hour and a half flight. I might make an exception for the Kolimata Concorde from London Heathrow to JFK in the coming days. I need to brush up, of course, on the Concorde, and version 3 is very good. I have to say, it's a very good rendition of the Concorde. It's better, in my view. It's a lot better than the DC Design's counterpart. So if you want an immersive experience, I think the Concorde by Kolimata will offer you a much better and more immersive experience than the DC Design's counterpart for Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right, we are looking good, and everything is in tip-top shape. We have with us Cornelis Nimbus. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. According to the stream on my part, I haven't had any lost frames at all. Niels, it's showing me your radar is not on. That is correct. The radar is not on. And if we come down here and we set this to system 2, and that should turn on the radar. There we go. We can have the traffic. Actually, the standby, where it's TARA, we set that as well. And now we should have it here. Yeah. Let's see here. This is on auto. That's weather. Weather radar. All's good. Okay. If we look at our flight plan here real quick, we can 29,000. Yeah, I think we're still good there. If we go to progress, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mats Franson, just became a VVIP member here at the Q8 Pilot channel. I want to thank you very much, sir, for your support and your kindness. WX button left of speed knob. Speed knob. Ah, okay, gotcha. Range is 40. Yeah, we have WX now working. Overall, very nice aircraft, really. When are you going to review the E175? When it's out. Is it out yet? Is it already out? If it is, then I will do the review during the week for sure. Love MSFS, honestly, but trimming the airplane is a bit of a letdown. Yeah, I do agree. 10th, I think. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Mats, again, thank you very much for becoming a member at the channel. I do appreciate it very much. That's very kind of you, and I appreciate your support. X-Craft Embraer, Niels, I have actually given a beta version of the aircraft, and I'm under an NDA, so I cannot share anything other than the fact that I'm excited to, I'll be very excited on the day it is released, so that I can, you know, showcase it on the channel. That's all I can say. Well, let's do some external views. And now you can again notice the change in the clouds in this beta version of X-Plane 11.12, X-Plane 12.01. Very nice. Look at the wing of this MD-11. Look at that. Light scattering is, again, well, a little bit too bright maybe for my liking. But overall, I think it's pretty good.
Good morning, Lufthansa 4 Lima Victor, 13, ready. Lufthansa 4 Lima Victor, guten Tag, for startup and taxi 1217.
Just really lovely aircraft. Hey Q8, what's up Q8 peep? Hello my friend Michael, welcome aboard my friend. How are you doing today? The XC Embraers do look very promising. Smells like a day one purchase. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, the clouds look so good, Stan. I agree there. The clouds have really, really improved in this version after the beta. I think Laminar, see, look, Laminar will do it. They will do it. They just need time. Just like Microsoft, by the way, when they first released the sim, it had so many issues, and with time they started improving. And I think after Sim Update 10 is when really the sim was in a, you know, in good shape, I would say. So it took them like 9 updates or 10 updates before it was actually reasonable. DK and DGO, I don't know. I don't. Sorry, the channel language is English, so I'm sorry. I don't know what you're saying. You removed the walk around plugin? Yeah, I did remove it. I don't need it, to be honest. So I did remove it. Do you fly with VATSIM? I wish you make a stream with radio comm. It would be nice. I do fly IVAO, not VATSIM. And yeah, sure. I'll do that probably in the I still haven't downloaded IVAO for X-Plane 12, and I'm not sure if it's compatible even. But I'll look into that for our upcoming streams. DK wants to know the price of the plane. I believe it's $84, Jacob. The X-Plane class look pretty good at the moment. Yeah, Fox Aviation. They do look very good, I must say. Yeah, definitely much, much better. They could improve as well, but they look very good at this time. And if we look here at our flight plan, let's see here. So top of descent is coming up pretty soon in 61 nautical miles. So let's go ahead and check out the frequency, the ILS frequency for our arrival. Now, one thing to note, I'm going to bring up our friendly Volanta here, and there, that's us right there. Estimated TD, it's, yeah, that's estimated, but we're going to pass it for a little while. But one thing with the MD-11, when you're setting up the frequency for the ILS, it's, let me just show you, it's easier to just show you. So we don't need that, we need Navigraph, and we're going to unload import flight from SimBrief, and we are going to download our current flight. And then we're going to go to Rome, Italy, and 16 left is the runway. So let's go to the charts. We're going to select the approach, runway 16 left, and click here. Let's hide that, and let's zoom in. Now, what's going to be very important is let me zoom in. So you see this identifier for the localizer, IFLL. That's going to be very important. And you'll notice why now when we come here and select 108.10. So I'm going to go to the nav radio, and I'm going to select 108.10, and I'm going to enter that here. And now it's, you see how it says duplicate names, HYMOS, and this is the one we want, which is the IFLL. And if I select it, it will automatically set the right course for our approach. As you can see, the final approach course is 159 degrees, and that's exactly what we have here. So it matches. So now we know everything is cool. We're going to go back to our flight plan, and we are almost at 45 nautical miles for top of descent. If I increase the range a little bit, that's the top of descent right there. And we're going to go ahead and reset the MCP altitude to the first restriction that we have after top of descent, which is here above. There is actually one above 900,000, and there is another one here, and I'm sure those will be okay. So we'll set it to 6,000. So let's go ahead and reset the MCP altitude to 6,000 feet. And there we go, that's 6,000. There's one more thing we need. We're going to bring up Avitab here again, and we're going to take a look at the weather in Rome. Weather in Rome is looks like it's going to be fine. 0502 knot wind, broken 5,500. Current temperatures 13 Celsius. QNH 1023. No significant change in the next couple of hours, so we are looking okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. All right, okay, 1023. All right, perfect. All right, all is looking good. And here's our top of descent. We can begin, by the way, the top of descent now. Let me increase this a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, we can begin the top of descent now, but we'll just wait a little longer. That's top of descent. 29. 6 above. So 29 to 25. That's 27. Let's say 27. About 80 nautical miles. Alright, so if we go to progress and until destination, I think we are okay. Alright. Almost there now. Overfly the Vatican. Theo, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Excellent. 20 nautical miles for top of descent. Should be fine. We're not at a very high altitude. And now it's actually a good time for us during the descent to test how well the aircraft, the flight management computer is going to handle the descent using the profile. This actually looks very nice. Yeah. I love the Alitalia livery. The airline isn't very good, by the way, just for you guys to know. My experience on Alitalia has not been very pleasant. Maybe they've improved over the years, I don't know, but my last encounter with Alitalia was not very good. Do you recommend the Mango Studio sound track for this airplane? Mr. Mendez, how are you doing, my friend? Duncan, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Regarding the Mango pack, I purchased the pack. The pack sounds were recorded from the real aircraft. However, that said, it's got a lot of issues. For one, immediately when you load it, it will throw an error, and it will say there is a problem with the sound pack, and then it will mute some of the sounds on the aircraft, like the warning sounds, the GPWS sounds will be gone. I know that the Mango team is working on a fix, but in its current state, unfortunately, I cannot recommend it. So, I doubt it improves. Alright, here's the top of descent, guys. So here we can see that it's in 3 nautical miles, top of descent. And yeah, let's go ahead and begin the descent here. Let's see, there we go. And now we can see the aircraft has begun the descent.
You have to contact your handling agent and they need to link us with the airport. Okay, will do.
Right, the rate of descent is increasing. And we're going to continue until we are leveled at 6,000.
Anticipated runway 18, ready 18.
And 0.67 Mach. We are approximately, let's see here, 5 nautical miles from the next waypoint. Excellent. We're doing very well. So far, so good. And the aircraft is behaving as it should. I love landing this by hand. Yes, it is. It's a very fulfilling aircraft to fly, to hand fly. I think Alitalia no longer exists. Really? That I don't know. All right, we continue our descent now towards Rome. Ah, it's called ITA now. I didn't know that. Don't forget to set the auto brake. That knob is hidden. Yeah. I think the auto brake is... what is wrong with the... CO damper, everything here looks good. Not sure what's up with the frames. When I look down, the frames seem to really become really bad. I'm not sure why. Alright. So those are your auto brake right there. And yeah, we're looking okay.
Step back shortly for a few minutes to meet you.
You can see the speed is down to 250 knots. So far, the aircraft is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, managing everything correctly. We're going to zoom in here a little bit. And I love your videos. They're always helpful in understanding a new plane. Well, thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. I'm very glad that that you find the channel helpful. And that's exactly why I exist, is to help you guys. So that really makes my day. Auto brake forward, 4 throttles. Yes, but it's not the same airline. I see. Right, everything, we're looking good. 25,000 for 6,000. And once we are here at this waypoint, then we'll descend to 2,500. And I'm going to let the aircraft, we're going to use managed speed for landing today. Let's see how well it does that. Yeah, see, I'm not sure why when I go down here, the frames seem to suffer. What are we getting in terms of frames right now? We're getting about 45. Yeah, it is a heavy aircraft on frames, by the way, just for you guys to know. So I think further optimizations will be required for this aircraft. Overall, my final score for this aircraft is probably an 8 out of 10. That's what I would give it in terms of a score. And that's a good score. They have a few things I think they need to sort out before it can get a 9. I think it would be very difficult for this aircraft to get a 10 unless, you know, they have you know, a slightly better sound pack, slightly better, you know, fix some of the texture problems like you see here, you know, like this area. That curvature doesn't look right. Right over here, for example. If you look at the definitely the frames need work. But yeah, overall, very enjoyable, very high fidelity. Again, you can see some of the panel work there. Yeah. All right, we're at 20,000 for 6,000. We're looking good. And in terms of the altitude is so 17, so 9,000. We need to be at 9,000 and right there, then 6,000 here and here. Okay, perfect. Will be 9 out of 10 if the load manager is updated. Probably, yeah. Sinbit World is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Hello there, my friend. Welcome. Glad to have you here. And thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it. And thank you for being a member at the channel. I appreciate your support, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks, Q8. You are always so polite to all the people and try to learn everyone how to handle. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words. Here is our turn, 18,000. I'm going to go ahead and set the barrow to 1023. Let's see. 1023. And we're going to do 1023 here as well. 1023. All right, that's set. We're descending through 17,000 for 6,000. And it's going to be, by the way, we're going to come this way, and then we're going to land here. So I'm just going to let the aircraft do its thing. And in the meantime, let's take a look at the outside. And now, as you can see, folks, in closer proximity, the clouds actually look pretty good. I mean, this does not look bad at all. And I think with time, this is going to look just really sensational. Again, some strange things happening there, so they still obviously need, but overall, I think it's pretty good. It's improved tremendously, but it's still not perfect. So Laminar still needs to do some work, but I love the fact that the clouds in the distance there look actually pretty good. So overall, I think, yeah, I think it looks pretty good now. Here's another look. Certain formations make it look a little unrealistic, but for the most part now, they look pretty good. Yeah. Right, descending to 14,000.
Hi, I believe you're using 18 left strike. That's correct. If we're looking for the ice, we're ready. What departure and runway do we expect? Will be 18 left? Hey, sir. What's up, thank you.
And we continue the descent. We are at 13,000, and you can see that the FMC, or the aircraft flight management computer is properly managing, or the autopilot is properly managing the aircraft speed and altitude, the rate of descent. Everything is being managed properly. And by the way, we can extend our slats, but we're going to wait a little longer. And if we look at the final approach speed, if we come here and we go to takeoff and approach, and now you see the approach at Rome, 16 left. Clean minimum is 191. The slat exit minimum is 155. Flap 28 minimum is 145. And then 35 land, VAP is 147. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to do flaps full. So 50 land, that's it. So that's 50 land. So we're going to do flaps full with a VAP of 142. Excellent. Here's our turn. We're approaching now 10,000 feet. And you can see that this is actually a very nice scene from the cockpit of the MD-11 with very nice clouds. And we can start seeing the ground now, and it also looks very good. Here's our, we are down to 220 knots. And if we look at our flight plan, it is properly following all the FMC speeds. So now this is 220, and we are at 220. So it's doing exactly what it should be doing. Right, we're approaching 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn on the landing lights. Landing lights are on, and the runway turn-off lights as well. Excellent. And by the way, this is us right here. So this is the final. This is the IFLL, I believe. The fix for the runway, the final fix for runway 16 left at Rome. By the way, managed to set up my sim correctly based on your setting videos. Thank you for that. Well, thank you very much, Simbit World, for sharing that. That really makes my day. Thank you very much, sir. Can someone help me? Can someone help? I got some planes from the X-Plane 11 store and I can't use them They won't show up. You mean they won't show up in X-Plane 12? On top of VREP, do you need to put wind additives? No. No, I don't think you do. All right, 900,000. Why is the frame suffering so much? All right, let's go here, and we're gonna go to the auto brake, and we're gonna select medium for the auto brake. We're gonna arm the speed brake here, and the rest we can set up once we are closer to the runway. There are, by the way, mountains in the range in our route to Rome, so and thus you see all these restrictions here in terms of the altitude. But we're going to maintain 6,000, I think, for the next few waypoints, and then at Exama, which is here, we'll begin the descent again to 2,500 feet. So we'll level off at 6,000 for the time being. Looks like we're going through some clouds here. Let's take a look. Just look at that, guys. I love it when the aircraft goes through the clouds in X-Plane. I think this looks pretty good. Right, 1,000 feet to go for 6,000. Will you do a butter landing? Is that a rhetorical question? I don't know. I hope so. I'll do my best. Gaming Boy just became a subscriber at the channel, so welcome aboard, my friend. Thanks for being a subscriber here at the Q8 Pilot channel. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your stay, sir. Right, here's 6,000, folks, and we are going to maintain 6,000 until we are clear of this mountainous area. It looks like some clouds here in the vicinity as we continue our approach into Rome. Here's a look at the outside. I mean, yeah, the terrain, I would prefer to have photoreal textures there, but it's not bad. It's okay. I mean, it's acceptable. Plausible. Plausible is the word, yeah.
Good morning,
Here's a look at the beautiful engines of the MD-11. Love the PBR and the reflection of the wing there. It's got a nice wing flex to it. I mean, this looks really good, guys. All right, so we can see also that the speed has been properly managed by the auto flight system, and it matches. That's 200. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to 2,500. I'm just going to set this to 2,500. And let's see here. If we go here, all right, so we'll just reset it now. And we'll just give it some time until we are clear of this area and begin the descent. We're looking good. Are you flying, or is this the autopilot? It is the autopilot at this time. So we will disconnect the autopilot once we are at the try to lower the sliders all the way to the left, then increase one by one notch at a time. Oh, got you there. All right. So we are almost now at our destination, folks, and things are looking pretty good. A few clouds in the vicinity. If we consult the... so we have broken at 5,500, a few at 4,000. So, yeah, so it's going to be probably a little bit cloudy as we approach Rome, but hopefully the visibility is good so that we can have a butter landing like you guys requested. Jawar Khan, hello my friend, and welcome aboard. Just in time for our landing. Hello German, welcome aboard my friend. Thanks for being here, appreciate it. Alright, here's our turn.
Good morning,
and as you can see, the reason why we're still at 6,000 is these mountains. As you can see here, I love this aircraft. Look at that. Look at the details on the aircraft belly. Alrighty. Alright, so if we look at our flight plan, this is the runway right there. Runway 16 left. That's us right here. So at Igsama, what we'll do is we will begin the descent again to 2,500 feet. Speed is 210. Again, the flight management computer is the auto flight system is doing what it's supposed to do. As you can see here, 210. Visibility is not the greatest, but we should be alright. Right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and descend to 4,000. Right, there we go, 4,000. Yeah, I noticed the terrain ahead of us, so probably not advisable. So after this turn, we should be fine. Dawar Khan just gave us a super chat at 19 INR. That's Indian rupees, I believe. Thank you very much, Dawar. That's very kind of you, sir. Thank you. Sliston, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. All right, we can see we are at 203, so we're going to go to flaps. We're going to set flaps 15 now for our arrival into Rome. And we're going to reset the MCP altitude now to 2,500 feet. Right, 2,500 is set. All right, and let's go. All right, we're going to begin our descent now. Excellent. All right, so let's make sure that we have also the seatbelt and fasten seatbelt signs and non-smoking signs on. And landing lights are on. All the lights are on. We have the auto brake set to medium. The speed brake is armed. And all right, we're ready to land now. Everything's looking good. We are at 4,000.
Good morning, Solvavia 3 Echo Delta 54. When you ready?
Solvavia 3 Echo, information shared at Q&A center. Contact 11805.
Very nice wing flex there.
On the Q&A, Solvavia 3 Echo.
Yeah, the cockpit looks really nice.
Austin 3 Kilo, good day, hold position, information shared.
Approach and land.
Contact 121-705.
Looking good.
Center, goedemorgen, KLM 7 Mike, Charlie 9, ready.
KLM 79 Mike, good day, information shared at the Q&A center. Contact 121-705, bye-bye.
Okay, 10-10, 121-705, bye, 7 Mike.
And the flight management computer is still flying the aircrafts and doing a very good job so far.
Really good morning, Nicholas 37 November Mike, stand Bravo 35, we're ready to start the push.
Right, we are now.
November Mike, hold position, information shared at the Q&A center.
So that's the localizer needle.
121-705, we finish 1010, that's 37 November Mike, bye-bye.
Right, we're looking good. Excellent. Speed check. And we go to flaps 20.
Good morning,
And we can see the needle, the glide slope needle coming down now.
So the 452, information Tango, the QNH 1010, hold position, contact.
Right, let's go ahead and lower the landing gear.
705.
Okay, information Tango 1010 and hold position at the 121.705.
Flaps 25.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Right, landing gear is down. And we have 4 greens. We are now on the glide slope and the localizer. Speed check. And flaps full.
Skyline 8811, information Tango, the QNH 1010, contact 121-705, bye-bye.
Right, here we go. That's the runway ahead of us now. I still don't have a visual. Let's see if I can see here. Ah, now I can see it. All right, we have a visual now. Perfect. And of course, at 1,000 feet, we will disconnect the autopilot and hand fly the aircraft. Right, let me reset my thrust here. So there we go. All right, perfect.
Apply 7959, information Tango, the QNH 1010, contact 121-805.
About 10-10, 121-05, 12959.
Virtual GA. Hello, my friend from Twitch. Welcome aboard, my friend. You're just in time for the landing. We have the runway in sight, and we are on the glide slope and the localizer, and we are looking good. It's a huge aircraft to land, and it's just really, by the way, a joy to hand fly this aircraft, folks. One I really enjoy flying. That and the 742 Classic by Felix are amongst the best aircraft to hand fly in X-Plane. Right, we are approaching 1,000 feet and let's see. Here's almost there.
1,000.
All right, 1,000. Autopilot disengaged. My aircraft.
1471, goedemorgen. Stadspitch approved, information Tango, the QNH 1010, contact 11705 for taxi.
Approved. Information Tango, QNH 1010, and 11505 taxi, to finish 71471.
Planner, goedemorgen, Cannon 1153, uiteraard 26, fully ready.
Cannon 1153, information Tango to QNH 1010, contact 11705.
QNH 1010, 11705, Cannon 1153, aye.
400. Approaching minimum. 200.
Light slope.
Planner, goedemorgen, Cannon
Light
9
slope.
Hotel, Delta 5.
Light slope.
600 Hotel,
Light
information Tango to
slope.
QNH 1010,
Light
contact
slope.
11805, bye bye.
QNH 1010, and 11825, just 600 Hotel, hoi.
Light slope.
20. 10.
Reverse is green, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rome, in Italy.
Ground, that's going on 8811. For your information, we have our pushback.
We'll check out, of course, the replay,
For taxi to,
and we will also check out the landing rates.
And according to my information, you do not have a de-icing spot yet, so please contact the icing company for a spot.
Roger, we will contact again. So that's going on 8811.
That was a really nice nice approach. Thank you very much, Osama. Thank you, boy. Thank you, guys. DB Veteran, thank you very much. Stan, hello, my friend. Smoothest landing I recall on an MD-11. Thank you very much, Stan. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, Rand. CG disagree. Alright, we're back here on the taxiway at Rome, and this is a huge airport, by the way. We can begin retracting the flaps.
Kilo 197, information Tango to QNH 1010, hold position in contact 11705.
102105, Kilo 197, echt doe. Planner, good morning, LM37 Papa Charlie 5, we are ready.
And that's the terminal ahead of us now. It was a really fun flight.
Roger, Tango to QNH 1010 and ground, so 11705.
Mats Franson, a nice landing. You're really good at all the planes. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. I try. Thanks, Rance. Appreciate it. Duncan, thank you very much. It is a beautiful airplane, and we'll do the... oops. But it's very difficult to handle, by the way, on the ground. Very, very difficult.
Planner K123 Charlie on Charlie Bob ready. Cannon 23 Charlie, goedemorgen met Tango to QNH 1010, ground, so 11705,
I think we can bring it somewhere here, since this is a cargo aircraft, so I think we can just bring it somewhere here. And then we'll take a look at the landing.
Goedemorgen, KLM 85 Juliet.
There we go.
KLM 85 Juliet, goedemorgen, met Uniform QNH 1011, ground, so 11705. QNH 1011,
Excellent.
11705, KLM 85 Juliet, tot ziens.
All right, we are safely at the gate, ladies and gentlemen. I concur, you're really good at flying a wide array of aircraft, both platforms. Thank you very much, Virtual GA. I appreciate it. DeMarcus, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Glad to have you here. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the replay, folks. And hopefully it won't crash. But before we do so, we can come here to Volanta. Oh, we have a friend. All right. Welcome, my friend, to my list of friends on Volanta. So we can come here, and it's going to give us the landing rate. So the landing rate, no, that's estimate. That's the landing rate, 273 FPM. Not bad. It's not bad for an MD-11. It's not bad. It's all right. Not exactly butter, but it's not bad. Right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the landing. It was a bit of a floater, but here, let's take a look right here. I think that's good. Play. Right. Why is it showing the speed brakes deployed? Yeah, it's showing the speed brakes deployed. Problem with the replay system. All right. Just look at this aircraft.
Hello, Tele 1277, small C1 is left. Can you call the company? Tele short. Tele short, 1277. Alpine 47 units from Bravo.
Alpine 417 van Brabant.
Yeah, can you go in?
That's the tower view.
Okay, send it back.
And I love this view. Just look at this aircraft. One of the nice things in X-Plane is the replay system.
Tele 1277, you started approved now with unit over the Q&A 1011 in ground, so 1705.
What do you guys think? Wow, that just looks absolutely gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous, I must say. Yeah, Osama, definitely the that view was really beautiful.
Good morning, Lufthansa 7 Alpha. Lufthansa 7 Alpha. Lufthansa 7 Alpha, which departure may be expected? Oh, you've got a full 08 Okay, we're...
Just sensational. Alright, let's do one. We'll do a wing view, maybe this one here.
Schiphol planner, goedemorgen, Novavia 5313, Delta 31, ready.
100.
That one's better.
Q&A 101 and ground 121 805. Bye-bye. 5313.
Those are the reversers. And that is the MD-11, ladies and gentlemen. A bit floaty, but pretty, yeah. It is a very tricky aircraft to land, without a doubt. But this has been a lot of fun. Really, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this pretty much brings us to the end of our live stream today. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you. And if you have questions, as usual, please do post them in the comments section below. my final verdict on the MD-11 is that it has definitely improved significantly since release. Most of the notable issues with the aircraft have been addressed in style by the guys at Rotate. So, and we have someone. Do we have somebody who's gifted a membership? It looks like. Let me just go back real here to. All right, so Mahmoud Medgawal, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships here at the Kuwait Pilot channel. Guys, if you've received a membership from Mahmoud, please make sure you tell him thank you. Guys, really, I really appreciate it. Mahmoud, very kind of you. Thank you. You're a real gentleman. Thank you for your support, sir. I appreciate it very much. I want to thank all of you guys, both on YouTube and Twitch. I want to thank all the channel members, the friends, my followers, the subscribers to the channel. I want to thank you, Mahmoud, for being a member and for gifting memberships here at the channel. Thank you very much, guys. I want to thank the channel moderators for all their help during the stream. And from myself, Kuwait Pilot, until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you all very soon. Stay safe. Thanks for tuning in. And bye-bye for now.
How long before ready with you guys in that traffic?
Ja, dat duurt nog wel eventjes. Ik denk ook dat er een klein delay bij zit.
Oké, begrepen, dankjewel.